Welcome to this comprehensive training on denial of service and distributed denial of service attacks. In today's digital landscape, understanding these threats is critical for protecting your organization's infrastructure and maintaining business continuity. This training will cover what these attacks are, how they work, their real-world impact, and most importantly, how to prevent and mitigate them. A denial of service attack, or DoS, is a malicious attempt to disrupt the normal functioning of a targeted server, service, or network by overwhelming it with a flood of traffic or requests. Unlike other cyber attacks that aim to steal data, DoS attacks focus purely on disruption. A single attacker floods the target with massive amounts of traffic from one source, consuming all available bandwidth and resources. Common DoS attack methods include ping floods, SYN floods, and UDP floods. The attacker sends more requests than the target can handle, causing legitimate users to be unable to access the service. A distributed denial of service attack, or DDoS, operates on the same principle as a DoS attack, but with a critical difference. The attack comes from multiple sources simultaneously. Attackers typically compromise thousands of computers, servers, or IoT devices, creating what's known as a botnet. These compromised devices, called zombies, are then coordinated to send traffic to the target at the same time. This distributed approach makes DDoS attacks significantly more powerful and harder to defend against than traditional DoS attacks. The attacker can amplify the attack volume by using multiple attack vectors and sources, making it nearly impossible for the target to block all incoming traffic. The impact of DoS and DDoS attacks can be devastating. Major organizations have experienced significant downtime and financial losses due to these attacks. In 2016, a massive DDoS attack targeted DIN, a major DNS provider, affecting access to popular websites including Twitter, Netflix, and Spotify for millions of users. Financial institutions face constant threats, with some attacks costing millions in lost revenue per hour of downtime. E-commerce platforms are particularly vulnerable during peak shopping seasons. Beyond financial impact, these attacks can damage reputation, erode customer trust, and in critical infrastructure scenarios, pose serious safety risks. Protecting your organization requires a multi-layered defense approach. First, implement rate limiting and traffic filtering to identify and block suspicious patterns. Deploy DDoS mitigation services that can absorb and filter attack traffic before it reaches your infrastructure. Use content delivery networks, or CDNs, which distribute traffic across multiple servers and can absorb large attack volumes. Maintain robust network monitoring and alerting systems to detect attacks quickly. Implement redundancy and failover mechanisms to ensure service continuity. Keep all systems patched and updated to prevent attackers from exploiting vulnerabilities. Establish an incident response plan specific to DDoS attacks. Consider working with your internet service provider to implement upstream filtering. Finally, conduct regular security audits and penetration testing to identify weaknesses. By combining these strategies, you can significantly reduce your organization's vulnerability to DoS and DDoS attacks. Thank you for completing this training on DoS and DDoS attacks and prevention strategies.